fine.
3, 2, 1. Well, hello and welcome to the WFO Racing League's Wicked Wednesday Truck Series. I think we're on like chase race number 3 or 4. That sound right, Nation?
Sure, I'll go with that.
And if you're watching, they probably have started racing, and we're just loading into the iRacing screen right now, so this is going to take a minute or two. And I would tell everybody why I'm late, but it's not a funny story. It's a pretty serious one. And let's just say I had an emergency come up, and it came up a couple of hours ago, and I had to bust my ass to take care of what I could to get in here, and I probably shouldn't even be here. But there's nothing I can do about it at this point.
Talk about it later.
Yeah, and definitely nothing that I want to put out on the broadcast right now. Maybe I'll talk about it later on the broadcast or something, but just got a lot of shit going on, and it's life.
Look at there. There's Diana. Amy.
Yeah. Hello, Diana. We're about 50% loaded, so we're going to get a race up for you. We promise you.
No, dude, we never promised anything.
We're going to promise this. We made it halfway through the loading screen, Nation. We're almost there.
Yeah.
No, we're halfway there. This thing loads so slow. I try to get, 15, 20 minutes advance head start, and I couldn't do it tonight. I tried, but I couldn't.
Dude, hey, it's human. We're human. That's all it is.
Jeffrey, what's up, buddy? My day was great until 6:30 p.m. That's the best way to put it. And from there, a phone call came in, and the shit it didn't hit the fan. It went all the way fucking through it, Nation. Everything right in my fucking face, too.
You're in Florida. Nothing can go downhill. You don't have any.
I'm in Polk County. And any time you deal with Judd here, man, you're going to have a bad fucking day. All right, so I think they're pacing, actually. I don't even think they've started racing yet, Nation, so good timing. Trading Paints is on. It will update. We got to get some overlays and some other stuff going on, and we're going to get there, we promise. But we got some trucks starting tonight right here at Texas. And we got 8 drivers who are going for, 4 spots in Phoenix next week, Nation?
Yes, sir.
Catch me up to speed because we know that I'm a little slow. And then I'm not blaming anything on Judd. Judd's a hell of a sheriff, by the way. Just so anyone knows. All right, so we're getting close to the start of the race, and we're getting close to having some overlays up for the race. That way you can see who's where of your favorite driver. And starting on the pole tonight's going to be a brand new driver at WFO. That's the 92 truck right there, Bruce Ackerman. So Ackerman having a great qualifying run right here at Texas in his first start. And we're green flagging racing just like that, Nation. Ackerman running a really cool paint scheme, the 92 Miller Lite truck right there. But he's got Keaton Tripp all over him, and Tripp disappeared momentarily. But now he's back underneath of the 92 and now in the lead. And look at Fagone got loose, little out of shape in front of his teammate. We could have had a wreck right there, but he gathered it up, and we're clean and green. We missed the starting grid, didn't we, Nation? We can take a look at it, though. It'll come up at the bottom of the screen. The 92 of Bruce Ackerman started on the pole position here at Texas tonight. To his outside in second was the 26 of Keaton Tripp, who is currently your leader. Rick Fagone, Enrique, started in the third spot, and he had Alexander Edelman, which I think goes by Alex anyway, in the 91, which is a teammate to the 92, and they came over to WFO together. So we got to plus that to the 5th place starter, Richard Holland, in the 31. Holland's got to point out tonight, man. I mean, he's got to go for it. He can't wait, Nation.
Time to go.
You see him passing the 92 for second. Ackerman starting on the pole, starting to fade back. Here's the 22 of Austin Wagner's working on him. Austin started from the 6th position. From the 7th position tonight, another driver that's competing for a championship, the 11 of Cody Williams. And from the 8th position at the start was the 14 of Jeff Martin. He is another driver tonight that is competing to be one of the 4 drivers that make it to race for a championship next week. And then Coop is another one of those 8 drivers, Nation. That's right, our Tuesday night commentator, Bradley the Coop Cooper. That's Coop. He got to get her done tonight. He's going to probably need to get a win, or he's going to need some guys to have an awful lot of bad luck. One or the other. So in 10th, starting in 10th tonight was Trevor Ropolo, driving the number 90. Trevor is also a teammate to the 90 or the 91, 92, and he's in the 90. So Brandon Winning in the 84, pulled out of the 11th position. Hal Lamy started 12th in the 3. He don't need an introduction, does he?
No, he does not.
And starting 13th was the Little Mermaid. Michael McCauley in the 81. And yes, they're twins, Nation, before you ask. They're twins. Absolutely 100%. They're identical twins, in fact. So 14th tonight was the 54 of Adam Tips, but we know that Adam's in the admin booth, so I doubt that his truck made a start. But Wesley Whitfield could have actually started 15th in the 07. So that was your starting grid after they started the race. And we got a battle for the lead, Nation. 26, 31, 22, 11, 92. That's your top 5. If you don't believe me, you can check the ticker at the top of the screen, although I've never lied to you about what position they're in before, and I wouldn't start doing it now. Oh, we got a caution, Nation.
What the?
Oh, no. Enrique.
No, not Enrique.
Hal Lamy in the 3. Those are teammates. Makes a feller wonder what happened, and there's only one way to find out what happened exactly here.
No.
We got to put out the fire with what, Nation? Water. Yeah, water. We got to put out that fire. And that's what it had something to do with a fire. But no flames, but all right, so here we go. We're keeping an eye on the 10 truck of Enrique, working around the 14 here, and there's a little bit of contact, and there's a little bit more contact. And the 10 ends up going the wrong way, and then the 14 and the 84 make contact, and they go the wrong way, and I don't know what happened to Hal. We're going to have to check that out separately. It looked like Hal might have been trying to avoid an accident, and somehow he wind up clipping the grass, and that just did not end well for him. So we're gonna
for a lot of people.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been trying to avoid something there, and he lost it and put her in the outside wall, and that's going to put us under caution number 1 on lap number 9. And keep in mind that 10 truck having problems is one of your chase contenders. McCauley stayed out. Let's see if our website's working. That's a whole nother fucking story for today.
Saw that.
I went to set up the race. Nation, I went to set up the race, right? So I always go to our website and I check the schedule and I see how many laps we're slated out for while I'm setting it up, right? So I get a Coinbase error when I went to our website. It literally said Coinbase error. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and even after talking to the lady on the phone for about an hour and a half or 2, she still couldn't quite make it clear exactly what a Coinbase error was. But she understood it enough to fix it. That's the important thing.
As long as she got it, who cares?
It's working now. I just went to it to check the points out so we could, at least tell them the 8 going for a championship, because I'm pretty sure 5th in points is that 81 truck right here in McCauley. And I think he just might have missed pit road because he's going to come down pit road now, which is probably the right thing to do. And the 22 stopping, and he was scored as the leader. So he might be headed to the back for some unknown reason. Now the 26 is the leader again, Nation.
He said water.
Well, we got to get the little emoji for water. Type in water and get us an emoji, Nation.
I don't even know how you do that shit.
Just type it in and click the emoji. Custom emojis, push that, and then we'll search it. I'll get something here.
Yeah, 'cause you seem to already know how to do it.
Well, it was a fucking thunderstorm. I can put that up, but... Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Let's try this. That's the best I could do, Nation. I think it's water, isn't it? Like a wave?
It looks like a wave.
That's the most generic. It don't look as cool as the fire. I'm going to have to be honest. It just doesn't look as cool.
I promise you and everyone else I'll come up with something.
We'll get something to put that fire out, won't we?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to turn you up a little bit so they can hear you better. All right, talk now.
Just trying to light a fucking cigarette.
Yeah, you're going to have to turn your mic up a little bit. I got you jacked up all the way, so don't go up too loud.
And just...
I got you turned up all the way in Discord, man. I got the channel turned up, too. All the sound I can put in that.
What I could do to fix that.
You got to turn your mic gain up a little bit.
Hang on.
But not much, because our eardrums would be victims. I want to take this opportunity, though, to welcome everybody to the stream tonight. Getting the votes in for their favorite driver for Driver of the Day. And we got a brand new, an entire race team that has moved over here to the Truck Series. And they have a team name, and I'm going to get that for you in just a second because I got to set them up a room. Full Throttle Motorsports is going to be the team name there for Bruce Ackerman, Alex Edelman, Trevor Ropolo, and the fourth driver is Zach Howell. So that's your Full Throttle Motorsports team. We're restarted too. So we got the restart. The leader's the 26, getting a lot of pressure from his teammate in the 22, and he's getting a lot of pressure from that guy right there. Last night's driver of the day, Richard Holland. Holland is fast on the gas pedal, but I'll tell you that 26 is strong. He had a strong hot rod in the ARCA car last night, him and the 31 did. So it's no surprise to see those two up here battling. But that 22's letting them know that he's here to race tonight as well. Just so you know, of the 8 drivers, 2 are locked into Phoenix. That's going to be the 22 and the 26. So the 2 Wagner Trip Motorsports trucks are locked in. But the 31 is racing for points, and he's racing to get in to Phoenix to race for the championship, Nation.
Sir.
And believe it or not, I think Holland was back like 5th in points when I checked. Nope, 4th. But he was only a couple ahead of Michael McCauley. So the 81 is in the battle too. And Cody Williams outside looking in. He's only a couple back coming into tonight. Jeff Martin's about 6 back, and then Coop's about 5 back of him. So he's about 11 back from the 4th place cutoff. Coop needs to get up there and win it if he's moving on to the next round, Nation.
I have faith in the Coop.
And we have different cameras that we can try to switch to. There we go. Take a little broader look at the field, and Hal Lamey's showing a couple laps down back here in the 13th position. But he is on the racetrack, Nation, and he's got it headed the right way this time, man.
Point it forward.
So that part's going right. I'm texting someone, so I'll be just a minute.
So I ran 60 laps around Phoenix today. Fuck that track.
Oh, Nation.
Dude, I'd like driving the Indy cars. Fuck these goddamn backhoes.
If it's driving like a backhoe, you're overdriving it.
It is, dude. Even at Texas, when I was practicing it felt like driving a front end loader around the damn thing.
Well, I might have to get in there and practice with you to help you out.
You're definitely gonna have.
Hey, at least when I took my attention off the cameras, that they got to see Hal Lamy go around for a few laps there, so I could have been on a worse truck.
No, you couldn't.
Actually, I think Denise likes it better when we don't talk, Nation.
Oh, shit, we should just sit
We
here
might
and
be
chill.
on to something.
Now all we need to do is get paid for it, and boom.
These camera views are awesome.
I just wish you could like zoom in on the like truck or car or whatever it is you're running, and
Well, I can to an extent.
right, but you can't like zoom in on all, zoom in on them to, I don't know, see anything.
All right, so who do you want me to zoom in on?
Just any of them.
All right, let's zoom in on one of them here. And well, goddamn camera. There you go. Is that better, Nation?
I'll let you know in about 30 minutes. Fucking YouTube.
Don't you own one of the trucks?
Yeah, I do.
So why don't you watch it in iRacing instead of watching it on YouTube?
Dude, when I was watching it last night, it kept uh, flickering. Like all the vehicles were flickering.
You got your graphics settings jacked up somehow.
That's what I was thinking. And I was trying to fix it, but people kept talking to me.
So we're looking at the front of Richard Holland's truck, the amp energy on the hood. But I think we need to be looking from the other direction now to see him closing up on the 26, which is the leader right in front of him. And that means one thing, that we're probably going to be quickly in a battle for the lead. If Holland's got to win to assure herself a ticket in, you better believe that 31's going to be tough to beat, Nation.
I won't fuck with Holland. He's way faster than I can be.
Even taking a look on the outside a little bit on the entry of turn 1 there. You see how flat the track gets coming out of turn 2? Makes it just a little bit tight. The truck wants to shove up towards the outside wall on the exit right there. But you can see that Holland is tucked right back in. The trucks will draft up a little bit here. And he's probably lifting out of it to stay out of the back of the 26. He just takes a little bit different entry down here on 1 and 2. But he don't seem to be able to get the run through 1 and 2 that the 26 does, but he's much better down here in 3 and 4. And it sounds to me like they're just on the floor, Nation. And that's your battle for the lead, lap 30 of 130. We're going to do it through the field. And we're going to start up front with your leader. At least for the moment, that's going to be the 26 of Keaton Tripp. Following him closely in P2's the 31 right here, Richard Holland. But back here, right on Holland's tail, is going to be his teammate. That's the number 11 right there, Cody Williams. So they're getting a little bit of a long run, and that 11 truck's headed to the front, Nation.
He's heading that direction, yeah.
He's getting her up there, man. I think Cody's got him a hot rod, too. And Cody was back a little bit in points, and he definitely needs a win.
I tell you what, Cody's another one I wouldn't fuck.
Well, Cody's tied for 5th with McCauley right now. So he's there. You know, they're a couple points on the outside looking in. So that 11 truck's going to have a good run here. I mean, we already know 2 spots were filled when the race was starting. So that's going to leave 2 spots open. And I'll tell you, 2 of the guys with the best chance right here. Obviously, the 11 looks like he's got a good shot at it. But he'll be taking it away if he does from the 10, his own teammate, which is Rick Fagone. So I'm sure the 11 would like to get the win here and just kind of leave the spot open for Fagone and Richard Holland to battle it out. You know what I mean, Nation?
Oh, yeah, that's what I would do.
So that's your top 3. We're going to go back to the 4th place truck. You're going to find the number 22 right there of Austin Wagner. Wagner in the 22. Wagner Tripp Motorsports machine. We've seen him up there battling, but as the tires have gotten worn here, he's kind of faded back just a little bit from that battle. He's getting a little pressure from one of the new drivers over here at WFO. That's that 92 right there, Bruce Ackerman.
What can they do on green flags here as far as pit stops?
They have 75% fuel, so they can probably go somewhere around the 40 range.
Okay, so coming up here.
Well, they had a caution at around lap 10, so you have to take about 10 laps off the number up there. So the 92 is going to go around the 22, and that's going to move him up to 4th. And we're going to take a look at 6th because I'm telling you, Coop must have listened to me. He's on the gas, Nation.
Fucking Coop don't listen to anybody.
Well, he did it. Bradley Cooper is on the gas, and he's got a different paint job. I think it says to the room on the back of it. I don't even want to know what that is. Oh, Dogecoin paint. To the moon, it says.
Yeah, I think he was talking about that last night.
He invested in Dogecoin, and he wants that price of it to go through the moon because he makes more profit that way. To the moon, man.
To the moon, Alice.
Well, get your ass to the front, Coop. So right behind him, we were talking about that battle between the HJRM trucks to see who fills those final 2 spots. And Enrique Del Toro, Escobar, whatever the hell comes after that.
Daniel Sanchez.
Yeah, we don't know anymore. We forgot. We made up all them names and can't even fucking remember them.
Fuck no, I can't.
So we purely forgot them. We'll just call him Enrique again. But he's in the 10 truck right here, riding in the 7th spot. So we'll go back to 8th. We're going to find another one of the new drivers here in the number 90 Bang truck. He's banging his way through the top 10 right here, Nation.
Bang it.
That's one way to do it, isn't it?
You got to bang something, you might as well bang the track.
Yep. So we'll go back to 9th.
I have some stories, but I'll just leave it. Bang the track.
I'm going to tell, if you're watching this broadcast right now, when you are done with this broadcast tonight, you have to pull up last night's ARCA race here. You have to. Because Jeff Martin pulled off an incredible win in that ARCA series.
That was impressive.
If you watch the finish, but I thought about it today, Nation. And I'll tell you what, man, my hat was really off for the driver of the 26. And I'll tell you why. Keaton Tripp knew he was pointing in, right? But he wanted that fucking win so bad he went for it. He took the gamble. He wanted to get in on the win, and he took the gamble, and he went for it. And I thought about that. And I thought about it because in his situation, I would have settled down right there and ran 2nd or 3rd. You know what I mean? And made damn sure I was racing in Phoenix.
You're the one that picked the 14, and I picked the 31, and Coop picked the 31.
Well, I mean, I picked the right winner, but I mean, for everybody, just if you got a driver who's willing to put it all on the fucking line and destroy his truck doing it, you got to give that guy a hand, man. You really do. And I watched Keaton Tripp do that last night. I watched him put caution to the wind.
He got an EOL and still ended up towards the front.
Right, and then he went for it, and the 14 threw the block on him, and he drove her all the way down to the apron, and he didn't stick it when it got back in the corner, and he slammed the outside wall head on. And he was only come about 2 points short of the 81 knocking him out and getting in that chase. So that's what I'm telling you. I mean, he literally put it all on the line.
You got to do, man. It's right.
So going through the field, I have to back up again. We were on Jeff Martin in the 14, and we talked about that whole deal. So now we're going to find the number 90. His custom paint shows 4, but he's 91. That's Alexander Edelman right here. But we can probably change that too if he wants that number.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we go back another spot. We'll find the number 81, Michael McCauley.
See that paint.
He don't have the Little Mermaid on it.
Well, that is, but it looks cool.
He's got some dudes on it or something. He's got Macaulay Culkin on the hood.
Hell yeah.
Damn it, Nation.
I didn't do it. That is cool. It's funny, man. It's just cool.
Yeah, it is. You can tell he watches the broadcast and listens, Nation. I'm sure that whole paint was from our jokes about him and Macaulay Culkin. So we're going to go back another spot and find the 84 Brandon Winning, and we just watched him side by side with the 81, so we know who won the battle, but I'm betting that 84 right there is seen pit road. And then we'll go right behind him. We're going to find the 3 truck right there, Hal Lamy, and Hal's just hanging on, man. He got in that first caution, and he got a little damage on the old truck, but he's got it pointed the right way, so plenty of time here to go. 45 laps in, and that's your through the field.
How's it going to do that?
We're going to go back up front where the 31 is not pushing the issue. And we got pit stops now. Leader's on pit road. The 11's going to fly on pit road behind him.
What is it? Lap 45? Is that where we're at? I can't see it.
Yeah, lap 46. Bruce Ackerman right there in the, I believe it was the 92. He made it to pit road as well.
Damn, tap the fucking brakes.
You got to slam on them son bitches, man.
Hell yeah, hit the binders, son of bitches.
So lap 46, we're seeing green flag pit stops taking place. Now the 31 and the 22, and oh shit, 22's doing everything to keep from running into the back of the 31. Great job, driver of the 22. He did not take him out. Or, oh, you know what? Looking at the back bumper, I think he might have got into the back of the 31 on entry there. 31's got pretty heavy damage on the ass end. I thought he got her woed down, Nation, and I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
So we got to get yeah, there's some pretty serious damage there. And I bet if I go to the 22 and turn the camera around, oh yeah, look at the front of the 22. He definitely slammed him at a pretty good click right there. Damn, you hate it. I'll tell you what, as a driver on Tuesday nights, because I've had it happen to me, that is one of my pet peeves. Somebody drills me in the ass going on the pit road, and I'm mad, Nation.
Hey, Adriana, how are you?
Hi, Adriana. Welcome to the stream tonight. Oh, and just because you're in here, I'm glad you're here, Adriana. And I'm glad Diana's still in here, and maybe Denise is still in here. And I'm glad you're in here, Nation. Because we have something to bring up. We have something to bring up from last night. All right, so I qualified second in the ARCA car, right? I had a pretty damn fast hot rod. I'm not going to lie about it.
Not a very fast Oculus, but yeah.
Well, and I felt good about it. And you're exactly right. So I grid up, and we gridded on pit road last night, and we literally get to where we're about ready to pull on the track, and my fucking Oculus went black.
Blamed it all on me.
Well, hold on. I didn't blame nothing on you.
No, not you.
They did. That's why I wanted to say it while they're in here. I did not hand my car over or my account to Nation last night, just so you know.
Because that would be suicide.
So let me tell you what I did. The reason I was 5 laps down is because that blacked out, and I got kicked out of the server because I couldn't see nothing, right?
Right.
So it kicks me out. I get my Oculus reset. I unplug it, plug it all back in, and I go back in again. And when I finally get in there, I'm 5 laps down. So I get going, and I get out on the racetrack, and son of a bitch, there's the leaders right there. The whole field's right there, you know. So I'm going to hold the bottom of the corner in 3 and 4, and I lost it. It got loose, and I went sideways, and I just drove her through the infield so I didn't wreck nobody. You know what I mean?
Everything went dark.
Because I'm 5 laps down. So then I ran about another 15 laps after I got it straightened out, and I'm going down the straightaway, and the damn thing went black again. So the only thing I could figure to do, Nation, was turn it hard left, drive it to the inside wall, and hold it there. You know what I mean?
Nailed that fucking wall.
Okay, so I drilled the wall, knocked the tire off the car. But here's the best part about this whole story. I'm rewatching a little bit of the broadcast earlier. And did you guys see what my car did on pit road?
Yeah, it was sitting there dancing around.
It completely went in 180 degrees, and I couldn't tell you why that happened.
Yeah, it did it to somebody else, too, that last night.
That is the messed up stuff right there, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, wait. Fucking Gary the Snail, when he went to space and come back down, he landed on pit road and it did the same thing.
Man, after the pit stop right there, between the 22 and the 31, they're a lap down, Nation. The 31 still got the damage, being scored a lap down. Austin Wagner in the 22 behind him still has damage, also scored a lap down. So that was a big hit for those guys.
I think they pitted everything.
Well, you got to apologize to Nation, not just me.
No, I'm good.
I'm next week now. If the car's bad, then it very very well could be Nation in the 114 Country Time car.
I gotta drive a country truck.
Well, they put it into my head, Nation. I think we do need to get you in my car one night.
I drive your car. Why can't I drive my own?
I look so bad on the track. That's why she said it was Nation.
Well, I know. I watched the race, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I just sucked it up, didn't I? I didn't do it. Here's what I did. So I don't normally just happy-go-lucky click on the updates, right? But the last update that I got through Windows or something, I was having an issue with the Oculus stuttering. Do you remember me complaining about that? And if you use a VR, when that thing starts to stutter, it's like you're having a seizure.
Well, I can't even spell VR.
VR. Very retarded.
Me.
So when it been stuttering for about a month on me, and I was sick of that. So when I seen the graphics driver update, I read the notes, right? And in the notes, one of the things it said was it fixing the stuttering in some of the games. And I'm like, fuck yeah. A guy ain't going to go out and have a seizure over it doing that no more.
Exactly.
Right. So I updated it. You know what I mean? And nothing good happened after that, Nation.
Nothing good happens after any update.
Right. Especially if I do it.
Shit.
So it all went to shit from there, and it went to shit for me on the racetrack, and Nation didn't have nothing to do with that fuckery that happened in my car.
Lady Di, we all joke, so we're all good.
We're good. I'm not mad about it. But we had to talk about it. And my car was haunted.
I was doing something on the gay laptop, and I looked over at this other screen, and you're going through the lawn. I'm like, what the fuck is
I was mowing the grass, Nation. No, that was my fault. That was literally a product of where I re-entered the racetrack and where the field was at. And I thought, you know what, I'll just keep her pinched down to the bottom so I don't hinder anybody.
Right.
And I did, and drove it through the grass doing it, so that was my fault. All right, so the driver of the day count is Hal has 2, Michael has 1. I don't have any, Nation, but we know how to fix it at the end.
Exactly.
We learned that, last week, I think it was? So
last week with Cody.
Yeah, Cody left, and we took it. Man, I'm watching this lead battle for a reason. That 11 truck, that feller wants to win, but I'll tell you what, the pole sitter right there in that 92, he's had to catch these guys. He fell back earlier, but he is moving in on them. Bruce Ackerman is moving in, Nation. This dude means business right here.
I don't know this dude, but you do.
He is putting the pressure on the number 11 right here, Cody Williams. Hey, their team name is Full Throttle Motorsports. I'm going to have to make a channel for him, and I do have some history with them in another league, and he's a really good guy. So's Trevor. The whole team is. They really are. And you would know that from watching them race 61 laps here tonight. But I already knew they were, because if they weren't, I wouldn't allow them in like that, Nation. So I'm really happy to have them over here. And I think that WFO is a great fit for them. I really do. And it's the league continuing to grow, add great drivers. The drivers are what put these shows on. We just we got the pleasure of riding off their coattail, Nation.
Yeah, we don't do shit.
We don't do nothing. We get in a booth, we mess around with the cameras a little bit, and we run our damn mouth. That's all we do.
That's about it.
We got started late tonight. Actually, we didn't. The race technically had not started when I got the broadcast up, so I did good on that.
Yeah, fucker, I got in here at like 8:20.
You were ready, waiting.
I was ready and waiting.
Well, I think you got a machine capable of running overlays now.
Fuck you.
Aha. Aha.
Aha.
And I think that you have the overlays. Aha.
Yeah, of course I have.
And I'm sure your internet's probably fast enough to stream on YouTube. Aha.
Yes. So,
So
your point,
there was no reason why when I was running late tonight that Nation couldn't throw the stream up.
y'all see how he blamed that on me?
No, I'm just saying as a backup plan, but you wouldn't have known because I didn't message you and tell you I was going to be late, did I?
Yeah, but I don't know how to run these overlays.
Well, I didn't either the first broadcast I did.
You still don't.
I just winged it. I still wing it.
That's what we do all the time.
All right, but I'll show you how I can wing it, though. I'm getting pretty good at it over the years, and we're on board right now with this guy. That's the Coop, Bradley Cooper, and Coop's in the 5th spot, and he's kind of looking at the 4th spot right ahead of him. That's Enrique. And you see a little distance between Enrique and Coop here, but you see even more distance between Enrique and the top 3 up there. Ackerman, Tripp, and Williams. And, man, I got off that battle up there, and they're changing positions around. What the hell they doing, Nation?
They're racing.
So the 92 has gotten around the 11 and moved a second, so we're going to see if the 92 can do anything with the leader. And I'm still watching back there, man, and Holland is in front of Wagner back in 10th, but he is a lap down. And I'm watching that because he was 4th in points. And Fagone, and I mean, right now the 11 clearly, and the 10 would be the 2 that could possibly transfer out of this thing, like they're running right now. But it's still a long way to go.
Oh, yeah, we get a while.
We're not even halfway there yet. So we're not going to put none of that together for another, I don't know, Nation, 60 laps maybe. We'll think about it with 3 to go.
We can put anything together. It's like the fuck out of me.
Man, these top 3 are still 1, 2, 3. You could throw a towel over them. You don't even need a blanket. That's how close they are. 26 Keaton Tripp, though, he's been showing the way for, I don't know, about 68 laps, Nation?
He's been there for the majority.
He took that lead early, and he's just he's been stingy with it. I'm not going to lie. We've seen the 31 put pressure on him for a while. That 92 just clipped the apron. And that's going to put the 11 right back on the Miller Lights tailgate. And, man, I'll tell you, I'd have a little monkey back there chunking beer out of the bed of that at the trucks behind me, Nation.
Empty beer.
Not empty ones, full ones, just busting it on their windshield.
Who the hell is Adam Tibbs?
That's Adam Tibbs. That's the admin, Nation.
Adam, get him.
I know, right?
You got an easy job tonight, Adam.
Yeah, just a little bit of dispute. I let it play out since it kind of played off the track, and unfortunately, I didn't bring out a caution, but it is hurting somebody right now.
Oh, no. Hal Amy. Fuck that truck, he said.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I think it's time for him to move to the broadcast booth. Tell us how you really feel about it, Hal.
Oh, he won't.
He tell us
He'll
how
let
he
you
really
know.
feels.
I slid in there right at the moment he said, F this piece of crap.
So the 92 fell back. The 11 has taken that spot back, and Enrique, he's enjoying about 3.1 seconds behind that battle right now. So I would say that the battle for Rick Fagone is in his rearview mirror to keep that 5 behind him. That would be the goal. I'm looking at the big picture and the points here, Adam.
Same. That's exactly what I'm looking at, and it's all over the place right now.
Yeah, big picture and the points, I think, and you might correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking at the website while I'm doing this. Austin and Keaton are locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Enrique, where he's at, would get the bid to go in, and Cody Williams would get the bid to go in.
Correct. Yep, you're on right now.
Yep. So I mean that's what it would look like now, but we're literally, just halfway through. Just barely.
Exactly. And then you also have Cody. Cody's putting on a good race, but if anything happens to Cody and Richard gets in front of him, Richard would get the tiebreaker. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that can go crazy here.
It's like I told Nation, we'll get a cleaner picture with about 2 or 3 to go.
Exactly.
We'll get a lot cleaner picture because somebody might have even more bad luck. We've seen what happened with the and that's unfortunate. You got a guy that's locked in, and you got a guy that's racing his ass off to try to lock himself in tonight. And I know there was no intention, but damn it, man, that one thing you got to be careful of is those pit road entries.
Exactly, especially here at Texas, it's really rough. You're literally coming off the banking straight into pit road. You
are, and I hate it not just for the 31 and what happened to him, but the 22 as well. I know he didn't mean to do it, and he brought her in there hot, and I thought he missed him at first, didn't I, Nation? I'm like, damn, how did he miss him?
Yeah.
But then I seen the damage, and ultimately whether some of that was created by a little net code, which it might have been, I don't know. I mean, I'm not one to judge on that. Regardless of what happened, you got to be real careful on those entries when you come in behind somebody. But we're not here to hate, are we, Nation? Yes, we are.
Of course we are.
That's our fucking main goal.
We have another goal?
If we have one job to do, what is it, Nation?
Everybody up.
That's right. To fucking hate and bring on the drama, huh, Nation?
I don't like drama. I just like hating people.
If they ain't fighting, we got to get them fighting, don't we?
Exactly.
So there's a 26 of Keaton Tripp, your leader, and Cody Williams is putting the pressure back on for the lead. So Ackerman is not there. He's, in fact, back here in 7th position. Is he on pit road? Yes. Ackerman's in the pits. We got a battle for the lead. That 11's strong on the long run.
I don't know if I'd fuck with that 11.
Well, if he wins, he locks himself in. He don't have to worry about pointing in, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going on in that driver's head right now. I think that's what's going on, and I know it'd be going on in my head, but you don't want to mess up. You know what I mean? Because you can clearly point in if you can finish up there in the top 2, probably. But But Cody was back a little farther. So, I mean, the best way to assure yourself in there, because Enrique's running well, is to just go ahead and win the damn thing.
Yeah, just get it over with. You can win it.
Going through the cameras, this is off the nose of the 11 truck in second. They're coming up on a truck that probably about ready to get his ass a lap down or two here, or he come off a pit road, or I don't. Who knows? Might have come off the wall. We don't know at this point. That's good confidence right there, Nate. Where's he at? Let's find 81. We'll get on board with him. 7th place.
Long way to go.
So currently in-car view with the 81. And you seen his twin right on the hood. And the back of the truck, Nation. The hood and the bed cover. Who's this twin, Nation?
That would be Macaulay Culkin.
There you go. So Macaulay Culkin is on the truck here tonight. The Little Mermaid has come off, and he don't look like he's got a lot of wheel in the truck, so maybe the truck's, in fact, a little bit on the free side at him. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people complaining about being a little loose, especially in 3 and 4.
Yeah, you see it's tight in 1 and 2. He's got more wheel in it, but 3 and 4, it looked like he was driving Miss Daisy.
It's doing, I don't know, it looks good to me.
He's pins and needling it on the corner exit here. Oh, he's coming to pit road now. This is awesome. We're going to get right on board with him. You can see Texas is not a easy pit road entry. He's going to get it woed down, though. Looks like all is good in the 81's world. Holland right here being scored on the lead lap with pit stops going on. I don't know. It'll be close. But he's got damage on the truck, but I'll tell you, he's been holding on to the thing pretty well since that happened.
Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's fighting back emotions too. Them emotions will get to running high on you when stuff like that goes down, and you just can't let them get the best of you. And I'm not one to really preach about that in my nation.
No shit, dude.
So I won't preach about it. I'll just let Richard Holland deal with it on his own. He's a good dude. So going on board now with what will be the race leader. It looks like maybe after it shakes out. Maybe not, though. But I think he pitted a little early, so he probably will be the leader. That's the 92 of Bruce Ackerman. Using a little bit of pit strategy, nation. He started on the pole tonight. First race at WFO. Put her P1 in qualifying. 83 of 130 complete. Bruce Ackerman in the 92 is P1 on the grid. Not the grid, but on the fucking track, nation. Literally.
The fucking track.
On the fucking track, not the grid. He was P1 on the grid, and he's P1 right now on the track as they stand. Or race. They're not fucking standing, they're racing.
No, sir, they are racing.
Driving. We'll go with driving.
Driving or traveling?
We'll figure it out one way or the other, nation. No, we probably won't. And there's pit lane. Damn, man, this nose view really freaks me out sometimes. I could see the gap, though. It's 4.283 seconds, and I see smoke in front of the 92. But I don't see who did it. Somebody did it. We ain't going to worry about it. We're still clean and green. One caution tonight slowed us down on what, about lap 9, Adam?
7. 7 is when it was put out.
All right, so lap 7, and we're going to go back to P2, and there's a battle for P2. Keaton Tripp has it, but look at the 11 closing right up on the tailgate. Man, I'm telling you that on the long run, that's the truck I'm watching out for. That number 11 is fast.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with it.
It's like he's sizing them up. Every time I get around these two, it's the 11's just keeping pace with them. And it makes you wonder if he's kind of just riding there right now. You know what I mean?
I practice raced with him Sunday night or Saturday night, and boy's quick.
Did he beat the pants off of you, nation?
No, he whooped my ass.
Well, I'll tell you what he's doing, and I mean, Adam can probably see the same thing. He's a lot easier on his tires through the corner. He's not using the truck up a lot, Adam.
Yeah, he's really not. Super smooth. Not a lot of wheel.
He went up and pressured the 26 for a couple laps there. Now he's just going to, ride right there. He won't fall back too far. He never does. And the more that he can keep him in his sights when this run goes on, that 11 will be right there and go around them more than likely. And they're running down the leader. 2.765 seconds is the gap right now, so they're running them down. And who's behind them in fourth? Enrique Del Toro. He's in a battle with Coop, man. Don't think Bradley Cooper has been no slouch on the racetrack, nation.
He got his ass whipped last.
Coop's got her in the top 5, and I mean he was just destroying the back of the 10 right there.
Like the faith in Coop.
About ready to make some bumper love to him. Looking off the back of the 10 to the front of the 5. Watching the lead gap at the top of the screen, 1.9 seconds, 1.8. They're shaving off, about 4/10 that last lap. Cody took about a 10th off the leader, and Keaton took about 4/10 off of him.
I wouldn't be so sure. I don't think the 11's this far off pace. He might be saving a little bit here, thinking about the end.
You know, I think he is too. He's definitely not this far off pace, so he's got the fuel figured out. I don't think we're going to see the 11 on pit road again. I don't know. That's an awful lot of laps to run on a tank here.
It is. I don't really know. I just know that he was running a lot closer to.
There's something going on. I agree with you.
Yeah. So I don't know if he got some damage, scraped the wall or something, so he's just off pace, or if he's literally running it, 3/4 throttle the entire lap.
We were on it on his truck, and I didn't see him make any mistakes. I just seen him back off of it. So on board with the leader by about 1 second now, so that 4 seconds has disappeared. But the difference in laps between him and Keaton Tripp are about 5 on the tires. And looking out the back bumper, you can see the 26 right behind him. He's probably not going to have the lead long, is he, Nation?
I'm going to say yeah.
If they are saving at him, Keaton's not.
No, he's not. He's getting the 180 corner entry, and then you got Cody. He might get to 172.
Well, Keaton Tripp in the 26 is already locked in on a win. So he doesn't have to win to lock in here, but if he does win, that's going to assure the next 2 drivers race in on points. So if one of the guys trying to race in on points wins it, like Cody, he'd lock himself in, and now we got the battle for the lead. Man, he's all up on that bumper of the 92. Driving to the inside. Side by side down the back straightaway into turn 3. And now the 26 is going to power right by the 92. And that's what 5 laps difference in tires looks like, Nation. 5 laps. We don't need no tires. That's one thing about being in the broadcast booth. You don't need tires to do it.
Nope, all we do is judge.
That shit's overrated, ain't it, Nation? So we're going to let them enjoy the sounds for just a second here. I know at least one of them that likes it. All right, your leader by a second over the 92. You see the 84 must have come off pit road because he's driving around the 92 right now. These guys look like there's about 24 laps on the 92's tires there, Adam.
Yeah, sorry, I was doing some math based off of fuel strategies and stuff and points. I got all kinds of stuff, so I kind of zoned out. What was it you asked?
Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I watched the 84 go by. I'm thinking he's on fresh tires. I think he just come off pit road not too long ago. Yeah, like 9 laps ago, so he's got a lot fresher tires driving by the leaders up there. You see a change for second finally happen. The 11's going to drive by the 92, and that's going to put Cody Williams up to the P2 spot. Man, that 11's doing anything he can with 30 to go. The question is, he's got 21 laps on this run right now, Adam.
Yeah, and then what I saw based off his last run, and he was running really hard, and he was running up there with Keaton, like really close. I think they came in almost 2/10 separation or something like that. He ran 34 green flag, like full pace lap. So he's backed it off a lot. So I don't know if he's saved enough. It doesn't look like. It looks like he kind of said, "Screw it, I'm going to go for it." So I am thinking they're going to have to come back in.
Well, doing the math, you're talking about 57 laps.
Yeah.
That's a long damn time, and I don't think you could stretch a fuel tank that far if you took one out of your buddy's truck.
Yeah, you can't stretch it 23 extra laps. So I think he kind of realized that, and I think he's actually sending it now.
Yeah, it looked like he stepped on the gas just a little bit more. And the worst part is he cost himself, about a second there because he was right up with him. But he saved on the tires, and, man, we got a fiasco going on the pit road. I don't know if you caught that or who it was there. It looked like the 94, 92, 94 or 1 sent it on the pit road. We have to get his number changed. If his custom paint's going to show a number, then we're going to have to make his iRacing account show the same. Or make his truck show the same as iRacing account. They got a match. So there's a 26 of Keaton Tripp and 7/10 of a second. So one thing that backing off of it did is the 11 saved his equipment, man.
After you made that last statement, I don't know, just a little while ago, he may have actually just been saving his tires, and maybe that's why he's so good on the long run. He's able to chase down the leader, which has been, man, I'm blanking like crazy. Keaton Tripp.
You're right. Yeah, he backed it off right there. You're exactly right. He probably backed it off and saved it. I got no blinking, thank goodness, because we got to have a smooth broadcast, so we don't need no blinking. I ain't let Nation pull no mojo on my shit.
Come on, dude.
You ain't pulling no mojo on it, Nation. I'm telling you, man.
Broadcast, why the fuck am I in here?
That 11 is hunting down that 26. He's fast, dude. Like 2/10 of a lap faster than the leader. Whatever he did is working now.
Yeah, it is.
He took 2/10 off the last lap alone. And only a half a second separates first and second with 24 laps to go. I would think, though, if you got to pit again, you're coming pretty soon. You got 26 laps on the run. If you got to pit again, cut it in half. I don't know. They're past that point. 3/10 of a second.
Yeah, they can make it now, for sure, if they wanted to pit.
Yeah, I mean, that's only a 23-lap run, and you're going to see different strategies here for sure.
And I just saw the 26 is going to come in this lap, so I'm interested to see what the 11 is going to do.
2/10, going down to about a 10th right here. Probably 11's going to go with them. Look at that. 11's on pit road.
Ooh.
You can't get a ticket here. You get a penalty on that entry, man, and that pretty much just seals the deal for the points and the everything. I'm sure there's guys like Holland and them that would love to see a caution.
Yeah, there's quite a few guys. There's only 5 people in the lead lap right now.
Anybody wants to know about the progress the 31's made since he had his trouble early and went a lap down? That 31 has driven himself back to the 6th position. So the 31 might have been angry, but he put his he kept his driving helmet on and he kept after it, man. You still see the scars on the back of the truck from that incident.
He's not out of it. I mean, if something happens to Cody or something, this with the late race incident, and then Richard's right back in it.
Yeah, there's 22 laps to go, so we ain't counting the points total yet. This guy right here, though, that 10 truck of Rick Fagone, Enrique, he's playing out what he needs to do. The 10 is just, he's running fourth right now. He's got Holland 2 behind him, and I think that's about the points gap between those two. No, Fagone was ahead of Holland by, 4 points? No, 1 point.
1 point. It's 1 point separation between Richard and Fagone.
So right now it's 3 points between Fagone and Richard.
Yes.
So 3 points between them, and that could vary. The 10's doing what he needs to do.
Exactly.
The 5 could play a spoiler in that, though, because he's actually in between. Actually, there's more points than that because after the pit stops, you got Coop, Ropolo, and Martin that are in between the 10 and the 31. So that's 1, 2, 3, now 4 more positions. So that's like a 5 or 6 point spread now, Adam.
And bonus points, too, at the end of race 2.
Well, the leader will get, or the winner will get 1, and then if they 0 incident, they'll get a point. And I doubt the 31 can do that at this point. The 10 probably can, but the 31 can't. Here's something that's interesting. But he's still got about 5 more laps on his tires with a 1 second lead. That's the 92 of Bruce Ackerman. But I'm wondering this time if he saved the tires a little bit when he come back out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anyone that could see, if they could even see what the 11 done, then maybe they could save on it a little bit here. And what's the 11 doing now?
I think the 11's actually kind of sending it in there, just going to go for it.
We got 17 laps to go, half a second between first and second. And you see him on the racetrack. You see fourth right behind him. I'll tell you honestly, these top 6 aren't separated by much this late in the race. 3 seconds back to Fagone. Another 1.3 back to Coop. So the lead is being contested right now. The 92 has it. The 26 has caught him. And, man, what a good shot right there. I thought he was going to try to go to his outside.
I think he actually was. I think the 26 was trying to make the pass on the outside with momentum, and I think the 90, I don't know if he's
I don't think the 92 realized that he was going to try to go to the outside there is what happened. I know we got a battle for the lead, but that actually allowed the 11 to close in on these guys, Adam.
It sure did.
And I'm telling you, with over a 20 lap run, the truck I don't want on my bumpers at 11. We know he's got a fast hot rod in the long run, but he's going to be side by side with the 92 as they go into 3. But now he's going to get them cleared, so it's not going to cost the 11 much, and he gets a pretty good run out of turn 4.
Yeah, that was a really good exit of 4 there for the 11.
We got about
he takes a pretty wide approach in 1 and 2. I don't know if that's a big thing that's helping him save tires, is not wearing them out in 1 and 2, and he's able to use them more in 3 and 4.
One of the things I've noticed at Texas, and you probably have too, is sometimes when you take that wider approach, it'll free the back of the truck up a little, and it'll let you turn down to the bottom of the corner easier.
Yeah, especially with 1 and 2 being as flat as it is as compared to 3 and 4.
So it saves on the tires a little bit, and this is off the back of the leader to the front of the 11. And you see what 1 or 2 tenths looks like. But I can tell you on that entry that the 11 just kind of backed her off a little bit more on entry. And then down the straightaway, look at the run he gets. Look how good he is through 3 and 4. Man, that 11's really good through 3 and 4. This is where you just got to have patience, Adam.
Exactly.
You can't let them go, but you can't burn your shit up holding there.
Exactly, and if you just keep this pressure on him like right now, I mean, if Keaton accidentally clips, the apron or has to, let off or almost hitting the wall, come out of 4, I mean,
look at
this
that
can
4.
easily switch.
That 11 is right there, dude. He was kind of hunting to the inside. He's really good through 3 and 4. But he's able to hold pace with him real well in 1 and 2 right here. Coming down the back straightaway, we got 11 laps to go. That 26 would like to shake him, and I'll tell you, I like the position the 11's in because it's the 26's race to lose at this point.
Exactly.
That turn 4 exit, the run the 11 gets. This is what you're watching for. Keaton, though, able to open up a couple truck links right there. Now he's going to drop down and try to break that draft. He don't want the 11 to catch his draft here. That's not a draft keeping that 11 with him through 3 and 4.
No, that's just pure driver right there.
That's driver. He's able to pull. He just makes the gap go away through 3 and 4.
Man, if you're the 11, you're so mad Texas did the repave. Because 3 and 4, he is killing it.
You see once again. Now that's where the 26 needs to not do that. Or not the 26, but the 11.
Yeah, the 11 just needs to keep running up top. He's got the momentum. He's really good in 3 and 4. Don't mess with your line.
Exactly. And don't get out of your rhythm. That's what he's trying to do. You know you're putting pressure on a guy if you're making him move over to try to break a draft. And that you're doing the right thing because it's the 26's race to lose at that point. But then again, on the other side of it, the 26 has nothing to lose. He's already in next week. He's one of the final 4 trucks racing for the title. So the 11 wants to add his name to the list, and they can take this battle to Phoenix. And I think a top 2 is going to go a long way for adding them there.
Yeah, it will. I mean, it'll pretty much lock him in, especially with I think he has 0 incidents, so that's going to help him as well.
But this race is not over yet with 7 to go. This is just a battle for first and second. Ackerman, unfortunately, has got too many laps on his tires right now. He's going to fade back here to 3rd. But he might fall back to the clutches of the blue truck right behind him. That's the 10 truck of Enrique. That right, Nation?
But, well, Ruffin, yeah. Find my goddamn push to talk button.
Fagande would get up there and put his ass on the podium, won't he?
He usually does.
So go back to Coop in the 5th spot right here. Coop having a pretty good night. I don't think his efforts are going to be enough. We go back to 6th. We find Trevor Ropolo, one of our new drivers. These guys have done a great job tonight. You got Ackerman in 3rd, Ropolo in 6th, and Edelman back there in 8th. There's Jeff Martin right here, last night's winner in the 7th position. And then back in 12th is going to be that 91 of Edelman. And Holland's back in 8th was Edelman. I'm sorry about that. Holland's back in 9th right now. And Macaulay Culkin in 81 back there in the 10th position, Nation.
Is he related to
Michael McCauley? They're twins. I done told you, Nation, they're twins.
Yes.
And we're going to stay with this battle for the last 4 laps right here.
Man, the 11's really found some speed in 1 and 2 to actually help close this gap a little bit.
He's closing right up. He may have backed off and kind of saved it for the last few laps here. Because he's all over him in 1 and 2 now.
Oh, man.
That's 3 and 4, and he got a hell of a run. But I'll tell you, man, that 26 is going to run him hard. It's going to be a race to the finish here. 3 laps to go.
Oh, he's got another great exit off of 2 here.
Keaton Tripp in the 26, your leader. The 11 of Cody Williams wants to win it and lock himself in to the Final 4 championship contenders. He's so good in 3 and 4. So good. Gets all the way up to the tailgate. 2 to go. I think
it got a little high on entry.
I think he done that on purpose to try to set him up for a little better run down the straightaway here and maybe set him up better in 3 and 4, but we'll see. Yes, he did get a run down the back straightaway. Now we're back into 3 and 4.
What are you willing to do for a win?
Oh, I'm bumping him. That's just me. I mean, there comes a time.
Oh, he's in the grass.
I don't know how he held on to it.
Whew.
I think he's going to pull back and live to fight another corner.
He's going to have to drive.
Nice save. Really nice save. He's trying to win it, but I don't think he's going to get there.
Yeah, I think throwing to the grass is going to hurt him.
I think that kind of iced it for him, and a 26 of Keaton Tripp is going to hold on after header to the wall last night. The outside wall head on took a hard hit late in the race, and he's going to bring it to victory lane. The 26 was already locked in points, so that's going to make my job a little, I don't know, just I need to do it a little quicker, I guess. Right, Nation?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah, we got to get interviews in here too, but I'm going to try to pull up the results real quick because I would like to... I'd like to get the interviews in, and I'd like to get these points updated so we can see who's where. So we'll go with the hosted results real quick. And we'll get him up here. I see he's in the staging room.
I'll bring them all up for you. Get ready.
Keaton Tripp, you got Vern Nation and Adam Tips in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
Man, you had to be sweating it those last few laps. Take us through it.
I was just kind of trying everything I could to prevent the runs he was getting on the straightaway there, and it really wasn't working that much, but just did it for shits and giggles, I guess, and worked out, I guess. This reminds me of last season. I won here, pretty much just held it on the inside the whole race, and it helped prevent people from getting by. And the main thing with this track is there's no multi-groove racing. You just gotta hold that inside line, and that's pretty much the key.
Yeah, and did you have a lot of experience at the old Texas surface before you started racing this newer surface here?
No, I did not. I got iRacing just last year, so
they had already changed it over by then.
Yeah, when did they repave this track? Wasn't it like 2019 or something?
All I know is the worst mistake they've ever made.
I think it was. I thought it was early 2020, or it might have been late 19, Keaton, that they did it. But 1 and 2 is completely different from the old track.
Yeah, it's really, really flat and wide, and there's only one lane.
Not just tonight in the truck. I noticed that last night in the ARCA car, you had 1 and 2 figured out, man.
Yeah, I got it figured out. I hate racing here, but I have this track figured out really good. I just don't like this track, and to watch real racing, never really cared to race on it, but for some reason it's just a really good track for me. But it worked out tonight, unlike last night. That was unfortunate.
When you listen to the broadcast, man, and I said it tonight in the broadcast, and I should have told you last night, my hat's off for you for that run last night, because you put everything on the line for a win, and I knew at that point what you were willing to do to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really wanted that win, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you threw the points literally at that point. You didn't know after you wrecked if you were even in the Final Four.
Yeah, I had no clue.
You didn't know, and to me, a guy that's going out and racing hard for the win like that didn't worry about the points until afterwards. That I hand it to you, man. That's racing right there, Keaton.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man, and you have it figured out, and I love that. That's one of the things I love about watching you on the track. And after last night, you made me a believer. So, what's your chance? What do you feel your chances are going into Phoenix? How do you like that track?
I don't know. Never been a fan of that track, so we'll have to practice this week and see what I can do next week, and hopefully I'm good there next week. So.
Well, you made it hard on yourself because you got to practice that in 2 cars now.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know. Sometimes running the 1 car would give you a little bit more adjustment when you run on Tuesday night for Wednesday night.
Yeah, normally the ARCA car gives me the practice for the Wednesday night because the trucks are a little bit easier to drive than the ARCA cars, in my opinion, and that's normally what I get my practice from for the truck races. So.
Well, you locked yourself in, I believe, back at Martinsville. And over the past 3 races tonight makes 2 out of 3 of those races you've been in victory lane.
Yeah, it definitely feels good.
So you carry that confidence with you next week, man, in the Phoenix, and the best of luck to you there. You have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth, Keaton?
Mom, Dad, Austin, you guys putting on the league, putting on these good races, and yeah, that's all I got.
Well, you keep bringing the excitement like you did last night, man. That's what it's all about, just putting it all on the line for a win, Keaton. And you got it done tonight, and you wound up in victory lane, buddy. Congratulations.
Yep, thanks.
That's your race winner, Keaton Tripp, and I'm trying to get these points updated, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm working diligently here. I want to do it real quick, and we'll pull our next driver in. And
yeah, but I made it easy for you. I stuck them all in the staging room.
There you go. Trucks at, we're at Texas, so it's in alphabetical order here. And we're season 7, not 6, so we'll do that right. And let's upload the results. And it takes, Dan Lisa, when I click the upload button, it's been taking a little longer. So not sure what that is. Let me go down here and get Cody.
And the repave was back in 2017 is when they, I guess, went back to racing on it. So they unveiled it here. iRacing was it 2018?
Yeah, it could have been. It didn't seem like it was that long ago, but
yeah, these seasons they fly by.
Cody Williams, you got Vern and Adam and Nation up in the broadcast room. You got a copy, buddy?
Got a copy.
Well, all righty. Man, I think you might have had him if you hadn't got her sideways in the tri-oval, Cody.
Yeah, I was driving my ass off those last couple laps. I had to try to clip the grass a little bit. That was probably the hardest 5 laps I've ever run. I really thought I could get him, but gave it everything I had.
Yeah, I'm not purposely holding up the points update. I just, when I put it on the schedule, I put it as a Legends Oval. So I'm going to upload the points for it anyway because it won't affect anything. And that'll get the points up, and I'll just change it later. But damn it, man. I mean, nobody understands when you go back to lap 7, I think Adam said the caution come out. So we'll go all the way back to there for a minute, Cody. Because the one thing that it's hard for the people watching, and you'll be able to explain it to us a little bit better, but how hard is it to keep that kind of pace for 120 laps?
It's extremely difficult. I mean, you've got to really run a perfect race, especially, with 1 caution and getting on and off pit road. It is very hard to keep your concentration that long. And tonight was fun. I mean, that's one of the most complete races I've put together. I just came up 1 short.
Well, I'll tell you what you didn't come up 1 short in.
What's that?
The championship 4 next week.
All right.
You're in there, man. You're you snuck in there.
Fuck yeah.
So I got you scored 3rd in points right now, and that you did it.
He's driving today.
He put her there, man. I know you were going for the win to kind of seal that deal, Cody, but some other bad luck kind of helped push you into there.
Yeah, I hate to see that. I know, teammate Richard got in some trouble there. I hate to see that. Ricky had a good run. It was a good, team effort. I hate that happened with Richard, man. That really sucks. But
yeah,
I'm glad we got a couple guys in there anyway.
Yeah, you do. You evened it out with the Wagner Trip guys. They got Austin and Keaton both locked in, so you and Enrique kind of evened out the match there.
Yeah, 10-4. Now I got a week's worth of Phoenix practice. That's a tough track to end the season on for sure.
Man, I'll tell you, you had a great truck tonight on the long run. You really had a great truck on the long run.
Yeah, I really felt like that too. I really tried to concentrate tonight on trying to take care of my stuff. There was, I think the second to last run, I purposely let Keaton get out there because I knew he was going to catch Ackerman, and I had a feeling that once he did, then I was going to catch them both, which it happened. I was letting off a little more, trying to take care of my stuff. And I just had a better long run truck. I felt like that too.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something else while we got you in here. Congratulating you on second. You did make it to the Final Four in the chase. And you also, and this was later in the race. I mean, this wasn't early in the race they started doing this, but later in the race, they looked at how you were running, the people watching, and they started voting 11 for driver of the day. And what do you know? You are the WFO Racing League driver of the day for the Truck Series.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Everybody that was watching, I definitely put the effort in. I mean, I'm sweating a little bit right now. I mean, I was driving my fucking ass off.
And technically that would make 2 in a row, but Nation and I stole yours last week because you weren't in here.
Yeah.
I was thinking about stealing this one too.
We talked about it earlier, but we're gonna let you have this one, Cody. I think you earned it out on the track, man.
It's awesome, guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys at WFO. Great league. Thank all my teammates, Richard and Rick and Hal. Hopefully we'll have some good luck in Phoenix and keep going strong.
Well, good luck to you there. You're in that Final Four, so we definitely want to wish you luck at Phoenix. And I know I know you'll be strong there, Cody. I know you'll put the time in and be strong, man.
I definitely will be putting the time in. It's not a track I have a ton of laps at, so I will be running a lot of laps this week and seeing what I can figure out.
Well, we wish you the best of luck there, and we look forward to a hell of a championship battle next Wednesday night, don't we, Nation?
Absolutely.
And you can stay in the room. We just got to get El Fagande up here.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
You really have to talk to him?
Yes, Nation. It's your interview, Nation.
Fuck that.
Enrique!
Oh, hi, Rick.
Hey.
I like how Nation pulled that off. Oh, hi, Rick.
Rick, what's up, buddy?
Man, you put her on the podium.
Holy fuck, that was a struggle the whole race. I brought out the first initial caution, and I think that was the only one.
It was.
From that moment.
Shame.
It was a struggle to fucking...
dude. Shame.
Oh, I feel it. I think I had some help, but I'll have to watch the replay to see what the fuck's going on. But no, that was a handful. The setup was real loose on new tires, and it was real loose on old tires. 3 and 4, not so much 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 is a handful.
So have you been to the website to look at points or anything, or Dan, Lisa?
No, I usually investigate the following day.
So you're going to wait till tomorrow? You don't want us to run the surprise or nothing?
I'm pretty sure I'm in. I feel as though third place would have gotten it done.
You got it done, man. Congratulations.
The 4 guys we're racing with are all right up front, so that's that. So we're gonna go to Phoenix and try to win pair championships.
All right,
Got a little hope, a little faith in it, but
I don't know why you got a little faith. We've seen some speed in the 10.
Phoenix is a garbage track for this guy.
Give him some confidence, Nation.
There is none.
Driving IndyCar, it's way more fun.
Yeah, they say West is best, but I disagree.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one, Rick. But man, top 3 podium finish, and you caught the 92. I mean, we were looking at the battle, and it looked like you were closing in on them pretty good, but you caught them late. So did it have you working a little extra harder to get there?
Well, I figured I could catch him in time, but the trick trying to not burn your shit up in the meantime, just kind of watching the gap gets a little smaller, knowing you've got 7 or 8 laps, some pressure tires. It shouldn't be too much of an issue to get by, but we almost had us a little incident, but we managed to keep it clean and raced it out and come across the finish line sideways, I think, pair of us.
Well, that's how you do it. Who wants to come across the sideways straight or the finish line straight? That's just kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, normally under normal circumstances, I probably would have let that one fucking slide, but racing for every single point. I needed that 1 point, and it was his at the moment, and I took it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, Nation wants you to get it done for him next week at Phoenix.
Well, we're gonna try and learn a little something from the last time we raced there. That hopefully it'll be a little less of a struggle, and you won't figure out how to race the track with 20 laps to go. And if I remember right, I got turned at the end of it, or at the very beginning of the race, and the goddamn thing went caution free. So I was pretty much out on lap 2. So this time I'm gonna take a different mindset going into it.
You hear that, Nation?
I hear that.
Enrique, got to watch out for him next week. He's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I think.
I don't want to play with it.
Nation's racing.
Finished her off at Rockin' Inn last season, and I think the one before that was at Phoenix. And I lose sleep at nights thinking about that race we did that at James Hudson lap the field.
I think Nation is. I actually think Nation is going racing.
Well, we ought to set up a multi-class room and let him run the IndyCar. He could be a fucking
yeah, I'll run that IndyCar.
He could be a moving target as long as he's the only one to race it.
Yeah, we can't let him do that because he'd get run over by the trucks, and then we'd have to explain the iRacing why we let Nation do that.
Motherfuckers ain't never gonna catch that.
You realize that he's in a rubber room most of the time, right, Rick?
Oh, Nation, that's where you're wrong.
It's very comfortable here. Fuck you.
So, Rick, man, congrats. You have anyone you want to thank while we got you in here, buddy?
Well, I want to thank everybody that showed up to race tonight. I know we got a few guys that were new to the league here tonight. I hope they come back and want to race some more. I think we'll find once we get back to the regular season, the beginning, things will be a lot different than they are right now. You know, you've got people making moves and stuff, trying to point their way in and trying to get that all-important bragging right at the end of the season. So, we'll go from there. I'd like to thank all the guys. Thank you, Nation and Bradley, for the broadcast last night. He does a really good job. And you guys, obviously, that's Sonny. That's a no-brainer. You guys do a good job.
Well, I wouldn't have added anyone late if I didn't have confidence in their abilities. And those guys that I've got past experience with them, and they did what I expected. They did a phenomenal job tonight, and I'm happy to have them over here. I'm glad you guys feel the same way.
Well, I certainly noticed they've got plenty of speed, and obviously when you switch over and you jump in with a new group, you like to feel things out. So I think that's what they're doing right now, is just kind of feeling it out. But I think once we get back to regular season racing again, they'll be forth reckon with up front. So I'm looking forward to it.
I would agree to it. I think that, I mean, as we found out in season 6, because I still believe that'll go down as one of the most competitive damn seasons I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's been pretty competitive this year. It just seems that the same 3 guys happen to be up front at the end of these races.
Yeah, we've had a few guys.
11 different winners this season, like we had in the last couple. But
exactly, this season it seems like we've had a few guys that can. But man, there's 10 to 12 guys week in and week out that can win. Rick.
Yeah, it's just a matter of putting everything together and having a perfect race.
Look at last night's race. Look at the ARCA car last night. I mean, who was fighting for the win and who won? Those were 3 or 4 completely different drivers.
Right.
So we know that it can.
I'm talking about next season already. We still got some of this left to go.
We got one more.
One more.
We got to crown a championship in the ARCA car, in the truck, and I'd prefer to crown a different champion on Tuesday night than the one on Wednesday night. So you guys got to work that out. You and Cody.
Said anything can happen. One late race caution. Christ, who knows? Somebody might sneak up front and win the race like they did last night. So I
You
think
never
it's gonna
know.
come down to whoever wins it's going to win it.
Well, I mean, you guys, you could have easily went caution free tonight, which would have even made it more difficult for some drivers. But one caution flag, and if you go look at the Truck Series, there's not a lot of caution flags all season long.
No, the Truck Series has been pretty clean. I mean, we're probably averaging like 2 cautions a race, even with ringes like the road course with no cautions and Talladega and things like that. Well, we know things get crazy, but yeah, I wouldn't say we're averaging 2 off of any.
And as easy as I could say that Phoenix can create a lot of cautions, when you look at the Truck Series on Wednesday nights, I don't see it with you guys.
Yeah, well, I think Phoenix, a lot of stuff will slide as far as somebody getting turned on the backstretch or whatever. But usually, if somebody gets turned on the straightaway there, on where pit road is, it's usually chaos. So I imagine we'll probably see cautions there, but a lot of stuff gets to slide too. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Yep, time will certainly tell, man. Congratulations on the top 3 tonight and making the chase.
I thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Cody Williams, congratulations once again to you for having a hell of a run tonight, finishing second, making the Final Four for the championship, and winning the Driver of the Day.
Hell yeah. Awesome night.
That's kind of like pulling off a trifecta, isn't it, Nation?
It's the second Driver of the Day. This is the only first one he showed up for.
Yeah, well, that's why it ain't a second one, because he wasn't here last week, and me and you were the Driver of the Day.
Yeah, we stole that shit.
We equally split it, didn't we, Nation?
Just be one spot better next week.
We did it right, though. I mean, we did you proud, Cody.
Hell yeah.
We were excited, weren't we, Nation?
Hell yeah.
Now me and Enrique just got to go get this Phoenix thing down.
Right. Good luck. I'm just happy I finished 4th this year.
Just think about it. Why we got you guys up here? One of you guys could, in fact, be the Driver of the Day and the champion next week.
Yeah, we'll cross our fingers. Hope for the best.
That'd be a hell of a track to go get it done at.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be pretty awesome.
And I think Adam and Nation are both racing next week, so that's going to add more to it.
Said I didn't know if I was doing.
Nation's getting in the IndyCar.
Oh yeah, I'll do it in the IndyCar.
It's the deal's done. It's signed, sealed. We're just going to deliver it next Wednesday night. Nation gets to drive the IndyCar.
We're going to find out how heavy my vehicle is when we ram it up.
He's driving a fucking backhoe around.
Rick is going to run.
Caution.
Rick's going to run over Nation.
Oh, guaranteed. I've already thrown cabbage at him once this year.
He rest in peace, the Nation, after that one.
As much shit as he was talking pre-race, I tell you what, I might have to pay him a visit. Coming for you, Nation.
Well, I thought I got the broadcast started a little late, and a little later than I usually do. However, it was before the race started, technically, wasn't it, Nation?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, yes. So we did good there. And thank you guys for coming out and racing tonight. Adam, thanks for coming out and being the admin. Nation, thanks for.
Forget, I only thank Adam too. He's the unsung hero of the league. He don't get enough fucking thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought I was.
He's handed all the time. Nobody likes him, but still.
Yeah.
Tough job.
Some people do. Very few.
I have mine. Give it to me, man.
I mean, I'm gonna thank all the fans too. We have you drivers have them in here. WFO has them in here every night we race, Tuesday and Wednesday night both. They're there. They're watching. They're enjoying it. You guys put on a hell of a show. And we can't thank you enough. I want to welcome once again to Full Throttle Motorsports. Glad they decided to come over to WFO, and I think they're going to find them a good home here. I think it's a good place for them.
Vern, they don't come to watch us or listen to us. They come to watch these fucking drivers.
I know that. That's what I said. We're just riding their coattail, Nation.
Damn right.
We know how to do that. We're trying to steal the thunder. We did it to Cody last week for Driver of the Day.
Hell yeah, we did.
We cheated and we took it.
Stole it.
Wonder if we can steal a championship next week, Nation.
I don't see why we couldn't.
Well, that's something we'll have to talk about in private.
Okay.
Well, we might figure out a way to get that done. I'm not sure yet. But as far as that goes, I think that's about it for the broadcast.
All right, cool. Can we get the fuck out of here?
Well, I want to remind everybody that next week is the season 7 finale. That's right. We're going to crown a champion on Tuesday night, and we're not done with that. We're going to go and turn around and do it again on Wednesday night. So 2 nights of racing next week. We'll do the fun races in the off season. So and we'll broadcast some so everybody don't get, oh my God, what happened to WFO? They fell off the face of the earth. No, we didn't. We're still going to do recruitment fun races after the season ends, and we'll be back for season 8. Period. We're not going anywhere.
8 fucking seasons. Dude,
but later on this month, after our season's over, and I promise that by the end of this week, I'll have something worked out and a date. There will be a memorial race for Tim McBrayer.
Oh, yeah, we have to have that.
That is happening.
Awesome.
Yep,
Awesome.
that's happening. So we're going to get that done, and it will be by the 18th, somewhere around that time. But you'll get the details on it. I'll send it out on Facebook and in Discord, and hell, Nation might even make us up a little flyer. I'll post it on the website or something.
Of course I would.
But that's it. Thank you for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If you did, like it. If you didn't like it, don't dislike it. Just go watch something else. But subscribe if you want to. Hit the notification bell, and you'll know when we go live. But that's all up to you. Thanks for coming out, and have a great night.
We have love.